Earlier today, we had a change in time, and that is what I'm going to be ranting about. I'm going to be ranting about daylight savings time and why I think that daylight savings time should be abolished. Firstly, I don't like daylight savings time at all because we have to fall back an hour in the winter. And you know what? It's like 5:30 and it's already dark. I don't like that at all. Because I think it would be better off if we just kept it the sunset at 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 p.m. Which I was fine with that. Because now the sun sets too early because it goes from 1:59 back to 1 o'clock a.m. I don't like that at all. And I've also heard that there are some deaths that occur with springing back an hour on daylight savings time. Like, if some deaths occur, why do we even have daylight savings time in the first place if some people die from that time change due to some of the activities related to that? I will bring up that article right now. Alright, here's the article. It's called "Thousands of People Will Die in the Weekend of March." Like in one of the first weekends of March, where daylight savings time occurs, where it goes back from 1:59 to 3 a.m. because of daylight savings time. So I'll put the name of the article in the description. So I'm going to read off. If you think of the switch to daylight saving time at all, you probably just consider it a noise that caused you to lose some sleep or be late for lunch because you forgot to reset the clock in your living room. But when scientists carefully look at the consequences of setting the clocks ahead an hour each year, they discover a host of almost unbelievably scary facts. And this goes here: why daylight saving time is a secret killer. The first of those, the cost of change in humans' life. Yes, that's right. I mean, to most other people, daylight saving time seems like a tiny thing. But according to rigorous studies, it's actually a killer. As sleep researcher Matthew Walker explains in his book, Why We Sleep, losing just an hour of sleep stresses the cardiovascular system, which could tip some folks with heart issues over the edge. That's why the number of heart attacks tick up significantly the day after we set the clocks ahead. A similar trend appears when scientists look at accident statistics. One lost hour doesn't seem enough to cause drowsy driving. But if that were really the case, why then does the number of traffic accidents shoot up the day after daylight saving time begins in both the northern and southern hemispheres? Deadly industrial accidents also rise sharply. Experts are convinced that lost hour of sleep is far more consequential than most of us imagine. So yeah, thinking about that, why do we still have daylight savings time if a lot of accidents occur and some people die because of that? I mean, not a lot, but there's some people that do die because of this. And I might also want to bring up that if you don't get to change your clocks back, or if you don't change it forward, you'll end up becoming late for work or school, or you could come to school like an hour early unless you get reminded. So if you don't get reminded, you're not going to know what time it is because you'll think it's just the same time. You'll think it's 7 o'clock when really it's actually 6 o'clock. Or in spring, you'll think it's really 6 o'clock when really it's actually 7 o'clock. Or vice versa. You could be an hour late for work. Or you could be way too early to go to school. That's what I don't like. Because really it would have still been fine. Because when I usually get up to go to school, it's too early. Like, the sun doesn't really rise until 7 a.m. or a little late. And that's like afterwards. But even with that, the sun sets like way too early. But like I said, the sun sets way too early instead of at a normal time. Because before we had it set at like 6:30. But now it sets before 5:30. As early as 5 o'clock the sun sets. And that's why it's so dark outside. It fucking sucks. That shit just blows. And that's why I don't think daylight savings time should exist. One thing that really pissed me off is I've heard a story that some kids, like from an Illinois university, wanted to get daylight savings time passed in all of America and their home state. They wanted to get daylight savings time to become a law, where it should be a thing. I'm like, why? Daylight savings time doesn't make sense. Like, daylight savings time is just something that doesn't really help much. It doesn't save energy. Daylight savings time causes a lot of problems. Some people get to their job way too early or way too late. And other than that, accidents are caused because of that. Like, some people die because of daylight savings time, because once daylight savings time is already done, the day after, a lot of people get into accidents. There are a lot of reports on accidents, and a lot of people die from some of these accidents. Sure, some people would survive. That still does happen. There's still some people that die. And consider that article into consideration as well. And yeah, I'm going to also say this. So, the bottom line is, daylight savings time is stupid. I really don't want to set your clock back or set it forward, or just set my clocks back in general for you or anybody else. I've said that before when I was in school, and I've said that again, because I'm still with that. I'm done with daylight savings time. What do you think of this? Tell me in the comment section below. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Sorry if I don't have a lot of points in this rant. I just don't see anything good about daylight savings time. Daylight savings time really does not help anything. And I just want to know, why is it necessary? Anyways, that was all for my rant. I'm out.